Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, family? What's going on, Glow Game? What's going on? What's going on, people? What's up? What's up? All right. I see we got the Glow Gang here. I see you guys been holding it down for the last couple minutes. I see y'all. I see y'all. Gonna let a couple more people join in here. I wanted to talk about some very, very, very controversial topics today. For those who tuned into my Instagram live stream yesterday, where I basically called out all the vultures, racists, pedophiles in the Michael Jackson community, most of them being tribute artists. Um, you know, one thing I said that I didn't really get to touch up on was, because right now we're talking the world is like the main thing right now is about race, equality, and just holding people accountable for their actions. So this has been a question, a very very controversial question that I've always thought about ever since I could, and it's maybe the reason why I came into the game. And if you've read the caption of this thumbnail of this video, it's would these guys still be Michael Jackson impersonators if Michael Jackson never had vitiligo? Now, it's a very tough question, and I've asked this question. The first person I've actually asked this question to was Jeffy Perez. Now, you guys know Jeffrey. He's a great MJ tribute artist. He sounds just like Michael Jackson. You guys know I was with him. He was rocking out when I first came out. That's my good friend. But I asked him this, when I first started. I was like, because he told me, he's like, he's like, my voice, I sing like Destiny era Mike, but I have to put on the dangerous era makeup because that's my skin complexion. So I was like, damn, bro. Well, if Michael Jackson's skin never changed, do you think you still be having a job? You think you still be doing this as a tribute artist? And at first, he was like, oh yes, I would. I just put on blackface and I put the afro. I could pull it off. I said, Jeffrey, you say you're gonna put on blackface? Do you think that would really be acceptable in the Michael Jackson community? Like, what I'm saying? Remember, there ain't none of that. That's not cool. You can't be doing that. So I said, would you really be dressing up like Michael Jackson had he not turned light? You know? And then he put his ego aside for a second. He's like, damn, you know what? I never thought about it like that. I never actually thought about that. And you're right, you know what I'm saying? Like, I probably wouldn't because it'll be offensive to African American culture. So So yeah, for those, yeah, Michael Jackson did not bleach his skin initially. Obviously, he bleached it to cover up the blotches because he already lost too much of his pigment due to vitiligo. Michael Jackson had vitiligo. It's been proven. You can't do nothing about that. That's why I said if Michael Jackson never had vitiligo, would these guys still be doing it? You know what I mean? So, like I said, I noticed guys when I came into the game, I saw maybe like a sprinkle of black tribute artists that's doing like the brown skin era of Michael Jackson. You feel me? And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because we was talking about race and talking about culture vultures and people not of our color, not of our culture from overseas. They come and they just put on a white face makeup and call themselves Michael Jackson impersonator, while totally disregarding the era that came before, totally disregarding the struggle. You know what I'm saying, that Michael Jackson and the Jackson family had to go through while being a black American family in Hollywood, in America, just in the world, period. That's people. A lot of MJ tribute artists don't like thinking about that. They don't like talking about it. They try to disregard that era and just go right into the solo career, where there's all the flame and all things all groovy. But they just try to totally disregard what happened before. You feel me? What's going on, fam? Do we have any? We got any trolls in here? If you got some trolls in here, I got to start putting some moderators in here. And like I said, if you are a person not of color in this chat right now watching this, once again, put your pride aside for a little bit. Don't answer the question right away. I'm not asking you to answer it right away. I'm not asking. I'm asking you to think about this question longer before you give me your answer or to what you think is right or whatever you think is whichever you think is correct. Think about it for a second. Think about it to yourself. Don't just because you. I'm 9 times out of 10 you're gonna give me a emotional answer right now, and it's not gonna come from a real place. It's gonna come from a real defensive place. If you are a tribute artist in here, or you are taking offense to this right now. This conversation is not to offend you, but it's just to check you. It's a fair question. I mean, you are dressing up like a black man. These guys are putting on the makeup and the costume and dressed up as a black man. And as a black man, I want to know, yo. But I noticed you're only doing this era, so I'm like, if Michael Jackson's skin never changed, if Michael Jackson's like skin complexion and whatever his features was still like the way it was during Thriller, or say he still had his nose surgery during the bad era, whatever you want to call it. But if his skin complexion never changed, if he never had vitiligo, which caused his skin to change, would these guys still be tricked? Would you have a Fabio Jackson? Would you have a Leo Blanco? Would you have a Sergio Cortez? Because the dangerous era will be Michael Jackson's skin will be brown. Because think about every other tribute artist in the world. I'm sorry. Think about every other think about all the other people who impersonate other celebrities in the world. Like, do you see a black Tom Cruise on Vegas Strip? Do you see a black Wolverine on a Vegas Strip? Do you see a black Elvis? I've never seen that. If it is, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna go that far. Do you see a Chinese prince? You know what I'm saying? Like most impersonations work with the culture of the celebrity. You know what I'm saying? So if it's a white artist, it's going to usually be a white person tributing that person. You feel me? So people like, and like my thing is, I'm not trying to put you down. Remember, not trying to put you down. I just want to ask because myself, I'm like, damn, would I want to like put on the makeup like Victory era if Michael Jackson didn't have like his makeup in that tour was a little bit lighter, which kind of blends in with my skin complexion. So I feel like I could pull it off because he changed a little bit. So I can say, damn, if he didn't go through that Victory thread era, it probably won't look as good on me because Michael Jackson was way darker than me at the time. So I can honestly say, damn, if Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying, never changed, I probably wouldn't be putting on makeup. You feel me? So I'm being honest. So if I can be honest, I want these guys to be honest because they're not, and I'm black. I can do it. Either way I can do it, I'm black. If these guys are not of our culture, yet they're benefiting off our culture without doing any proper research and sometimes even disrespecting the legacy, disrespecting our culture by not even, like I said, I had a problem with this dude named Leo Blanco. Those of you who don't know who Leo Blanco is, that he's a dude from Argentina who spent $30,000 to get his nose and face done like Michael Jackson, look like the 90s, like trial era mixed with like 1995 Lisa Marie Presley era Michael Jackson. But he doesn't really focus on dancing. He just focuses on looking like that era Michael Jackson. And I asked him, I said, hey, dude, I see you being really solid right now when there's issues in the world going on regarding our culture, what you benefit off of, what you got famous off of. You was famous for this. You got clout and money off this for looking like a black man. And so why you being silent? And he gave me the runaround, and he didn't want to answer my question. And then he went on saying that I was being racist and all that. Like I called him a racist. I never called him a racist. I'm just holding him accountable. I'm saying, what are you going to do? He told me that he's just not going to speak on what's going on right now because he has things going on in his country or whatever. I'm like, okay, I get that. You do what you want to do for your people in your country. You have every right to do that. I commend you for that. I'm saying, that's what's up, dude. That's fire. But you are using the image of a black man from our country, our culture. So you don't think you think you're not obligated to stand with us if you're going to benefit and eat. Michael Jackson he puts money in your pocket, food in your plate, and you can't stand up for our people, his people. That's how that. So, but nobody's saying nothing about that. You feel me? So that's why I'm asking. So I put certain people in here who I just know who disrespect the eras. I put Jalles in here. Because he made a mockery of the Jackson 5 during the show, put on some lazy Afro wig while he's wearing white face makeup. And it just looked terrible. They had white dudes with the Jackson 5 Afro. It just looked bad. It didn't look right. So I'm asking, I'm like, yo, you look so silly with that wig on, and it makes me wonder would you still be doing this? if Michael Jackson didn't change? Simple question. Would you still? I know I would. I would, because my favorite era is the Victory era, Thriller era. That's my favorite era. So I know I would, but would you? Now, before you answer my questions, and don't hit me with that. I don't see color. It's not about color. It's about the music. Yes, it is about color. Sometimes you do see color. Don't tell me you don't see color. To me, that's being racist. You're just disregarding somebody's race and somebody's color. No, you see color. We just don't judge people by their color. And we judge them by the content of their character. That's true. That's what we do. You judge a person by the content of their character, not the color. But let's be real here. A lot of things did change when Michael Jackson's skin changed. You know what I'm saying? He got more opportunities. This is facts. He reached a bigger, wider audience because of that. Because they saw him as a white man now. This is not my opinion. This is facts. This is facts. He already had a big audience during the Thriller era. We know that. We know he was all the way on top of the world at that time. But when he changed, so did his impersonators change. Because back in the 80s, when only people that were impersonating Michael Jackson at the time were like either maybe darker skinned Latinos and black people. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, I'm looking at these guys and I'm like I said, I've been holding these guys accountable. Fabio Jackson, straight dangerous era. Knows nothing about the black era, the black side of Michael Jackson. They just focus on looking like Michael Jackson in the dangerous era, which is cool. It makes sense. If you're a white dude, of course it's gonna make sense. You're gonna look like the lighter skinned Michael Jackson. I get that. I'm saying that's obvious. You actually probably would look more better than I would look putting on all that makeup on my skin. It looks more natural because you have less pigment, just like how Michael Jackson did. So I get that. But so I'm saying that opened up a lane for you to do that. Without him doing that, you probably couldn't pull that off. Fabio Jackson, Sergio Cortez, they couldn't do the Destiny era of Michael Jackson. Never, they can never do that now. The only reason why they could pull it off because Michael Jackson changed. So I'm just asking the question. This is a fair question. I'm pretty sure you guys wonder the same thing. Those of you guys who don't have egos and have pride in here, but I'm pretty sure some of you have asked or wondered the same thing. Because I know a lot of my black MJ fans and followers and friends, they'll ask me this, like, you know what, Traps, I really respect you because you're the only one that holds it down for the Victory era. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody cares about dark skin Mike. Nobody cares about the Destiny. Nobody cares about that. They only care about doing black or white and history. Really? Lanks is my boy Lanks, King of the Bad Era, is the only dude I really know that does the bad era. I mean, so it's very few. It's a very few because the fan, like I said, would they still be doing this if Michael Jackson never changed? Because I'm asking that because they tell me, oh, I do this for the love of Michael Jackson. I love Michael Jackson. His message connects to my spirit, what drives through my soul and makes me want to dance and emulate him on stage. That's what they say. They never mention about his looks. Yet they're looking like the man, but they never ever mention they love the way he looked, and that's why they want to look like him. But that's what it really is. If you look, bro, because that's what I do. I love the way Michael Jackson looked in the Victory. I think that was, to me, the most swaggiest era he ever had. So much that I wanted to do it myself. I'm being honest, guys. I'm probably one of the most honest tribute artists you're gonna find on YouTube. You're gonna find in the community. It's gonna tell you what it is, whether it's gonna hurt, whether it's gonna offend you or not. But at least I'm being real. You feel me? I love that look so much, and I feel like it looked good on me. So I'm like, okay, I want to do that too. I want to do my own spin with it, the traps and stuff. Nothing wrong with that, right? We all agree that's cool. That's fun. It's positive, right? You know, so and I'm asking them, they're telling me that they love to do it because of the message and the music and the dance. Okay, cool. Would you be out there? If you're a white person, would you be out there in blackface or whatever doing a tribute show to Michael Jackson if he was still black? You don't got to get defensive. I'm not trying to come at you. I'm just asking a question. You don't got to answer it now. Yeah, they wouldn't. Exactly, they wouldn't. So all that, I'm for the message of Michael stuff. I'm for the love and peace of, you know, humanity. Hide behind all that stuff, Michael Jackson. Because Michael Jackson been saying this stuff. Don't get it twisted. When people refer to Michael Jackson's heal the world and standing up, you know, and stuff like that, Michael Jackson been saying that since he was a little kid. You can look at, if you watch Journey to Off the Wall, you can see Michael Jackson was talking about bringing people together and just, you know, just fighting and just standing up for, you know, peace of mankind as a teenager. This even goes back to when he was a little kid. You know what I'm saying? So he been talking about that, but they only reference that from like Heal the World or like, you know what I'm saying? That you know, just the dangers and they don't care about us and they go to that because that's what resonates with them more because Michael Jackson was whiter. So and then I asked my friend Dancing Toll, you know what I'm saying? And I hope he don't get mad for me saying this, but I asked him, I said, look, bro, be honest with me, bro. Be honest. I'm not gonna get mad at you for this. This is not to come at you. It's just I just want to be. I want people to be open to be truthful about what they think and what they feel. I said you resonate more with Michael Jackson because you've got, and especially in the history era, because Brandon's white. I said you resonate with him more in the history era because, and you feel like you're more confident in doing these lock-in moves because because Michael Jackson's skin was very light at that time, and so was yours. So you feel like when you do it, you pull it off right. Facts or no? That shouldn't be offensive. That shouldn't be controversial. That's a simple question. You know what I'm saying? That anybody should be able to ask without anybody getting offended. If you get offended, that means you have something. If you get offended by these questions, that means you have some kind of resentment or some type of insecurity or some type of, you know, you're not thinking right, or you're doing it for the wrong reason. You feel offended or guilty of something, and you're guilty of doing that, but you're not, and you're not proud of it. So then you want to call me out. You want to get mad at me because I'm asking a simple question. I'm not trying to play you out. Just give me an answer. And Brandon was like, you know what? I think you're right. I think I wouldn't be as confident if Michael Jackson. I said, bro, think about it. If that was Victory Tour Michael Jackson doing those history moves, would you want to dance? Would you feel confident enough to do these tribute shows and do these impersonations and stuff of Michael Jackson? Would you think you'd be able to? You couldn't pull it off because you're not the same skin complexion, and you're damn near not gonna do blackface because you know what happens when anybody does blackface around here, they get shut down quick. So that's why I ask these questions. So now to the point I'm trying to get at. If you know that you are be given the pass because Michael Jackson's skin changed, which allowed you to have a job, it is your damn right and duty and responsibility to go back and do your research on what came before that and respect the culture. You feel me? Which these guys don't do because nobody holds them accountable for, because most of the MJ fandom and community are people not of color, people that are not black, not of our culture. I'm not even gonna say not of color. This people is not of our culture. They're not black, so they don't hold that up. They don't hold these guys up to that standard because it's not their culture. You feel me? So, but it's my culture. This is where I come from. I come from a black family, a family of music. I was introduced to the Jackson 5 at a very young age. You feel me? So I've been tapped in. This is our pride right here, guys. You feel me? You feel me? So, and for people that's in here saying Michael's for all people, yes, he was, but that's not what we're talking about. Don't try to divert the question. The question is, with these Fabios, Leo Blancos, Ricardo Walker. And Ricardo Walker is he's a vulture because look, he has not yet to say anything that was real. Like he tried to put on his Instagram something about justice for George Floyd, but all he did was post images of Michael Jackson in the dangerous in history era, the flashes of Michael Jackson. So it didn't even come from him. It came from Michael Jackson. He uses Michael Jackson as a shield, and then using justice for George Floyd. And I'm like, yo, all you guys are hiding behind Michael Jackson right now when you should be showing your heart and yourself. I don't want to see Michael Jackson's face right now. If you're talking about injustice and issues in our country right now, I need you to respect our culture and respect Michael Jackson. Put the makeup down. Show me your heart. Don't show me your face. It's not even your face. Don't show me MJ's face. Don't show me MJ's response. Show me you. And I'm one of the top. I'm one of the big dudes in the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the, have high influence in the game, and I'm being authentic as hell with you guys, right? And I got no makeup on right now. You know what I mean? No MJ hair right now. I'm just being me as myself because I owe it to you as people who follow me to give you my heart and my soul. So you know what I'm saying? And I feel like these guys should be held accountable for that because you give them all your attention, and what did they give you back? Michael Jackson. But it's a time and place for that, guys. We are not, nobody is Michael Jackson. I'm not Michael Jackson. Fabio Jackson is not his name's not even Fabio Jackson. That's not even his name. You feel me? Ricardo Walker, that's not his name. Leo Blanco, I don't know if that's his real name or not, but that's not his image. So, and it's they're and then these guys. So now because I'm thinking, all right, you guys, me, remember, I don't care. I'm like, you know what? In the beginning, I'm like, yeah, we know we need different eras. You know, Michael Jackson, obviously he changed, so we to emulate and keep the legacy alive. We need Fabio, we need Sergio, because those guys look like Michael Jackson in that time. I would agree, they do look like him. They could pull it off. I'll give them credit where I give credit where it's due, but I don't respect it when I feel like you guys are neglecting the eras that came before because you think you're so great at the eras you're doing now. And they just totally don't care about black people, don't care about black culture, and it shows with their actions. You can say all you want, I love black culture, I love the people, I love your culture, but what the hell are you doing right now, man? Like, I don't feel that. I can tell you that I love all people, but then go out there and discriminate every race in the world. People can say what they want. Actions speak louder than words. Actions. And I'm judging by these, and I can tell, I can read somebody's vibe. And these guys, the Jalles Francas, your Leo Blanco, your Fabios, your Sergio Cortezes, your E. Casanovas, these guys have negative energy and negative souls. And then when I call them out on it, they want to say I'm hating. How am I hating? I'm just asking you to be who you claim to be. Since you want to hide behind Michael and hide behind his message, live up to the expectations, because you're not doing that. You feel me? They're not doing that. Let me see. Can I comment here? Okay. Hold up. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay. Sorry. All right. Exactly, Shauna Green. She said, too many people keep diverting the topic when it's not about them or anything else. It's about standing up for black culture and putting an end to racism. People need to put their individual egos aside. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's why I came on here just being me. I've got no ego right now. I have no pride right now. I have no shame in what I'm saying right now. I'm very confident and very direct what I'm saying to you right now. I'm very accent, because this is the cancer in the Michael Jackson community, because nobody holds these guys accountable. Because this tribute world is ran by white supremacists. A lot of these guys doing these big shows are ran by people not of our color. So they're not holding them accountable. They would rather have a white Michael Jackson be the lead on stage. So that's why some of these guys fold in depression, like, damn, they're like, I can't even make it in the game unless I do Dangerous Era. That's what everybody wants to see. No, you can pull off whatever era you want as long as you're great at it, and as long as people can put their, I mean, if they really love Michael and all the eras, they want to go see that. They want to go see that Jackson 5 tribute. They want to go see your Victory Tour, your tribute, your Bad Era tribute, and the Dangerous, and the History. Give them all of it. But I feel like the fandom has only been geared to only appreciate Dangerous for some reason, and History. Like, and this is it. Like, they don't want to see. They don't really care about the things that came before. And I found it very, 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 very disrespectful. You know. So when I came at Leo, those of you guys who follow me on Instagram, y'all know I never. He's on his page saying, "Oh, Trapson called me a racist and saying that I don't care about black people." I said, I never called you racist. I clearly called you a culture vulture because you're displaying the actions of a culture vulture. You're taking a piece from our culture and take a little bite out of it and leaving the rest. And of course I'm gonna say something about that. I'm black. Of course I was about. And then he's talking about, bro, things are going on in our country. You don't speak about it. You claim to be a Michael Jackson tribute artist. I'm like, bro, I don't know what's going on in Argentina. I don't benefit off of Argentina. You know what's going on over here. You benefit off our culture, yet you want to stay silent when we have issues. That is a problem. But yet you claim to be the humanitarian of Michael Jackson, and you're not. You're hiding behind the image of Michael Jackson. You're doing what Michael Jackson would have done because you have no identity. And then when I call it out, he wants to say I'm being bashed. I'm like, no, and he told me himself that he hates himself. Leo Blanco told me he hates himself. And then I'm making him more depressed. Bro, I'm not you a grown ass man. I'm not responsible for your depression. If you're depressed, that's eternal. That's not external. That's because you have a misalignment within something that's eternal. It's beside of you. Depression is inside of you. It's not from nobody else. You have the power to control whether you let others affect you or not. That's a personal choice. That's a choice. You feel me? So when somebody say you're making me depressed, no, you're allowing them to make you depressed. That's like when somebody break up with you and you say you broke my heart. Like, no, you broke your own heart. You're supposed to love yourself more than that relationship. Put yourself above your problems, and then you'll be spiritually aligned and spiritually strong. That's facts. This is why I stay at a high vibration all the time, because there's nothing, unless I'm watching somebody get killed in front of me, whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Or watch something super dramatic, not because somebody called me out on my BS. No, that's a that can cause some type of post dramatic stress, whatever. But post-traumatic stress. But we talking about just insecurities. That's you already have issues within yourself. Don't blame me for your own insecurities. And we know you're insecure because you spent $30,000 to look like Michael Jackson. But I'm wrong for calling you out on something. I didn't say I hate you. He told me he hate himself. So even if I did hate you, how you gonna get mad at me for hating on you when you told me you hate yourself? Hey, so the problem you need to address is yourself. And I think so. Now getting back to where I'm getting at from there is like, I think we have a very, very big mental health issue in the Michael Jackson community that nobody wants to talk about. And that's between the tribute artists and the fandom. There's a lot of people who are not well. There's people who are suffering from depression, and it's people who are suffering from anxiety, and some people who are suffering from major insecurities. And the only outlet is to go to Michael Jackson. But I'm here to tell you today, guys, that the power is within yourself. Look deep inside yourself and really reflect on who you are. So when I'm asking these questions, like these guys, would they still be impersonating Michael Jackson if he was still black? That needs to be a question you need to have within yourself, an answer to yourself. And if you know damn well in your heart that you wouldn't be doing it. So, but you are allowed to, because Michael Jackson changed. So you need to appreciate that, accept that, and know that's what it is. That's what it is, and appreciate that, and give us respect. You know what I'm saying? Give Michael respect for, you know what I mean? Even though it sucks he had vitiligo, but that paved the way for you guys. That was the way for him to connect with most of you guys. Most of you guys, some of your favorite eras, Invincible or Dangerous, all post vitiligo eras. You feel me? Man in the Mirror, that was going through changes. So, but nobody wants to have these conversations because people easily get offended. Well, guess what, guys? Sometimes when you gotta mentally, spiritually grow things, you're gonna get offended, you're gonna get uncomfortable and all that. So I'm not here to baby you. I'm not here to baby you through this. I'm here to keep it real with you. I've always been real with y'all. So I'm here to keep it real. And if you are a person that's not black, because remember, that's like me. that's like prime example. That's like Elvis having some weird condition where, his skin just got super dark with a super brown. And, he just started rocking like, curly or, frizzier hair like me, whatever. And I'm like, damn, Elvis changed. So I can look like Elvis now. And then the white people get mad. N-word, all that stuff. The only reason why you're doing this is because he changed. You would never have done this if Elvis was still white. And they will be right. I couldn't pull it off unless Elvis got darker. So, and I'll be a coward. I'm like, no, I would still be doing it because I love Elvis. I'm like, bruh, you really tell me you're going to straighten your hair like Elvis, you know what I'm saying, and really like be in white face and just be a coon like that? No, you wouldn't do that. You would, because you would get outed out. You feel me? So that's the same situation with Michael Jackson, going from a guy who had frizzy hair like me, and he went to some surgeries and he had vitiligo, and he didn't look as the typical black person would look, but his culture was still black. But it resonated with the people of other cultures, so they felt like they were able to pull that look off because, you know what I'm saying, they have hair like that and they have lighter skin. So that is a fact. That's true. That's not an opinion of mine. That's not me bashing somebody right now. That is what happened. That's what happened in history. I'm analyzing what I saw through history. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. And I just gave you a scenario of the shoe was on the other foot. It was the other way around. That's what happened. If Elvis turned black and was able to, he had frizzy hair, and he gave himself a thicker nose and gave himself some big lips, and he happened to naturally look more African American, you will start seeing, for especially over a course of 25 years, this Michael Jackson was like that half of his life, you know, from 25 on up. You will start to see that more tribute artists of Elvis would have been black or brown, because those white dudes wearing blackface wouldn't have looked right. You know what I'm saying? So, and they probably have been some of those too, but this is just the interesting conversation to have, guys. But it's one of the most realest conversations we can ever have, and just talk about race, and let's put our pride aside and just talk about what it really is, not what you think it is, not what you want it to be, but what it actually is. Especially in this Michael Jackson community, because I see a lot of racism. I see dudes like this one dude. His name was like King of Love MJ on Instagram. Some kid got his nose all taped up, pale face, got some history tour wig on, some shades on, glove on, calling people niggers, N-words, all up in his chat, live stream. Oh, you nigger this, nigger that. Like, I'm like, so that's what I'm saying. So this exists. Racism in the Michael Jackson community exists. And some people don't realize they're racist. That's the thing. Some people don't realize they're prejudiced and racist. That's why they hide behind Michael Jackson's face, because Michael Jackson looked like that. Like Fabio, I'm not saying Leo Blanco them, but they might be subconsciously racist a little bit. You know, because they're probably programmed to think that lighter skin is better. I was one of those people. I thought that light skin was better when I was growing up. Not, I didn't think I was better than anybody else, but I thought, you know what I'm saying, like white people might have been better, like, because they had straighter hair and they had, you know, thinner noses, and, you know, they can do more stuff with their hair. I was like, damn, I wish I could have long straight hair like them. That's all I saw on TV. I thought that was cool. And that's most black people growing up, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it took me like until I got older, like, damn, I'm just really appreciating, you know, who I am, and, like, you know, what the guy, I mean, this color of my skin is beautiful, my face is beautiful, and my hair is beautiful. I just love myself for who I am, because I wouldn't want to be anybody else in this world but me. You feel me? But, you know, and people try to flip, because I've been calling people out for the blackface stuff, and they try to flip my somebody tried to use my a screenshot of me doing the black and white Panther dance scene that I did last year, where I was defending Michael Jackson. I put subliminals in the video, you know, going against Leaving Neverland and F Wade. You saw the video. It was basically taking the frustration that Michael Jackson had, for the injustice he was going through during the Dangerous era. I just put that into last year, because they was doing the whole Leaving Neverland stuff. So I wasn't putting on white face. That's not what it is. I'm not putting on white face to be white. I'm putting on lighter makeup to look like Michael Jackson. Let's get it right. I'm not putting on white face to be white. I use lighter skin makeup to look like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was like my complexion during Dangerous era, and he's doing the same damn thing because he had vitiligo. So of course, to achieve that look, I had to put on lighter skin makeup. I'm not trying to look like a white man. I'm trying to look like a black man who had a vitiligo. That's what I was trying to do. But people, you know, white supremacy and white racist people, they'll try to flip your words, because they don't want you to come right at them. They're trying to divert your whole topic and agenda, because they know they're wrong. So they try to flip it on you. I'm coming at Leo Blanco for his lack of behavior and lack of enthusiasm to our issues going on right now. But yeah, he's up there posting pictures of him looking like Michael Jackson. I'm coming at him for that, and he's trying to divert the attention from him to Sergio. He said the person you need to worry about is Sergio Cortez. He's the one that hasn't given a minute of his time to Michael Jackson. I said, yeah, I came at him too. He got the ether too. But it ain't just him, it's both of y'all. And Ricardo Walker, and it was Fabio Jackson, and it was a bunch more. You feel me? Yeah. So like if you, like I said, if you're feeling offended, or if any of those guys are feeling offended by me asking it's a simple question. It's a simple question. But if you're getting offended, that means it's attacking your ego. That means you're feeling guilty about something. Nobody with an open mind should get offended by this question. If you feel like you're getting offended by me asking you why you dress like a black man, then that says something about you deep down inside, that you know that's not really right doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not discouraging my bros like Carl O'Reilly and Alex Blanco. I'm not discouraging none of those guys to stop doing this. I'm just asking, do you know what you're doing? I just want to make it clear that you guys know what you're doing and why you're doing it. For the real reasons, all the real reasons. From the top to the bottom, you know what I'm saying? From the looks and understanding that you are privileged now. Michael Jackson gave you a privilege. Now it's a privilege for you to wear the makeup because you can pull it off now because Michael Jackson laid down the foundation for you. What y'all saying? I'm telling me some of y'all comments. Yeah, if you're offended, and that's the problem with like white supremacy and people who maybe are like low key racist don't want to admit it, is that when you ask them a question, they feel like you're attacking me. You're attacking me. Why you're attacking me? That's what Leo Blanco did. You're attacking me. I'm like, bro, I asked you to use your platform to stand up for our people, and you said no. You said you didn't want to. So I said, okay, well, I said, well, okay, bro. Because first I was like, he was like, hey, man, I've done a lot for the culture, yada yada. I was standing for Michael Jackson, I'm gonna do something. I said, okay. I said, well, I'll delete my comment, bro. My bad. I'm sorry. Prove me wrong. If you prove me wrong, I'm fine. I said, y'all, I just want you to know that you benefit off our culture, and I'll appreciate it if you just, post something about this, yada yada yada. And he said, and then he started giving me more runaround. I said, look, bro, you're giving me reasons, you're giving me excuses right now. Why I don't feel like your heart is in this. I feel like your heart is more into looking like Michael Jackson and looking like surgery and all that stuff, and less about the culture that you actually benefit off of. And I find that very offensive. I said, if you don't change it, I'm gonna call you out on it. And he said, well, all right, cool. So I did that, and then he want to play victim, saying, oh, Michael Jackson is bashing me. You know what I'm saying? He's misusing my words. Like, no, I'm judging you by your actions right now, dude, or your lack of action. You're not doing nothing. And people say, well, he has a right to do what he wants. If he's out there, he might be out. He's not doing nothing. He's not protesting in the streets. He's not doing that. So I didn't ask him to do that. Because I'm saying if you have a platform, you have a larger voice than somebody who might be in the streets. So you can use your platform for good. Cause I'm pretty damn sure if I was benefiting off Argentina culture right now, and I'm saying, and some of my fan base are people from Argentina, yada yada. If it wasn't for Argentina and their struggles, and I'm benefiting off it right now, and I stay silent, I would expect people from Argentina to call me out on that, like, yo, Trapson, you're a vulture of our culture. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing nothing for our culture, but you're getting paid off our culture, and you got your fame off of somebody who's from our country. You feel me? But their little stands are attacking me. They have no facts. They have no logic. They say I'm attacking him. I'm trash. Da 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 da. I'm like, how am I? I'm not calling him trash. I'm calling him exactly what he is, a culture vulture. I ain't say he was ugly. I didn't say he looks. I say he looks stupid acting like that. I didn't say that that he was a piece of trash, whatever like that. I just said you're being a culture vulture, and I don't respect you. I'm being very direct about why I'm mad about and what I expect from people, what I'm expecting from these guys. I'm saying, when there's a certain level of accountability you guys need to be held up on. You feel me? You feel me? So that's all I want to say, guys. And I want you to really ask yourself, man. Like, when you talk about these eras you love, because I know a lot of you girls love the bad era. They think he's the most sexy during bad era. You know what I'm saying? And just really think about it. Don't drop it in the comments now. Think about it. Why do you love it so much? If you know deep down it's because of color of your skin, then maybe you should like really analyze and have a conversation with yourself. And if you need to self-reflect and maybe do some meditation and realize that we are all one people. But understand that some people in this community, a lot of people in this community love Michael Jackson for the later years just because his skin was white. And I know that because I was one of them. You feel me? When I was a kid, my favorite era was Bad and Dangerous. Of course, I love the dance and the moves, but I was more infatuated with the look. I wanted to have my hair long like that. I wanted like, I wish I was lighter skinned. I wanted to be lighter. I wanted to be able to, because I didn't know anything about makeup, so I wanted to be lighter because Michael Jackson was lighter. You know what I'm saying? That was me as a kid. Now I'm being honest with you right now. So if I could be honest with you, at least you can do is be honest with yourself, So until I got older and realized that I'm great as me and I love me, And that's the problem with a lot of these dudes. These guys don't have any identity. We can love our tribute artists and our impersonators all we want, but we have to hold them accountable to be, to love themselves. A lot of these guys don't love themselves. They don't know who they are. They don't love themselves. They just want to be Michael Jackson all damn day. You know, that's sad because I'm a tribute artist, but I'm very grounded into myself. I spend a lot of good time with myself before I even put on makeup and all that stuff. I have to tap into a certain energy to even want to do that. You know, so I feel like that's the right way to do it. You know what I mean? So that's why I respect Ricardo Walker, and I'm Ricardo Walker, Rodrigo Teaser, because he's himself. But he's able to tap into Michael Jackson too, and he does care about the world, he cares about his fans, and he uses his platform for good. And you can feel his energy. I can feel his energy. You know what I'm saying? It's a positive energy. Jalles Franca, Leo Blanco, they have negative energy, and the only reason why people like them is because they look like Michael Jackson. They have negative energy. They don't come from a sincere place. They're coming from a idea of what Michael Jackson would be like in this time in his real life. And I'm calling them out on it. And they saying I'm bashing. I'm like, no, I'm just calling out what you're doing. You can change at any moment. Prove me wrong. Get better. Get some mental help. That's what you need to do. Some guys need some mental help. They need some type of spiritual cleansing. Maybe they need to start eating healthier or something. Because a lot of these guys don't love themselves. They hate themselves. They're insecure about themselves. So their cover up is to look like Michael Jackson. I know this. They've told me this. This is facts. So no. And if that's the case, let's help these guys. I'm down to help you, bro. If you want to talk, we can talk about some spirituality. We can talk about, coming together, coming one with the self and loving ourselves and being our best version, glowing up and getting spiritually aligned. I'm down with that. I'm down to help. But be real with me, because I'm being real with you. You feel me? I'll help you. You feel me? I'll help you. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I got love for everybody. I got love for my fandom, but we got a problem in this fandom we need to address. You know what I'm saying? We got a sickness and disease. It's racism, it's prejudice, and there's discrimination in this fandom. And some of you are in here that follow me, y'all probably have this problem. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna tell me, but I feel that. Hey, thank you, Rico Rose. These people are doing nothing but cosplaying. Yeah, but they call themselves big fans, and they call themselves, lifetime fans of Mike. And it's like, I get that, but when you decide to look like another person and benefit off that and get clout and get money, now it's a different level. Now you're going to a different territory. Now you have to be held accountable. Now you're into our culture. Now you're taking from us. You know what I'm saying? So, and you can get it as long as you have some respect, and as long as you know what you're doing, know what it's about, and understand there's boundaries. A lot of these people don't have any boundaries because they've been told they can do whatever they want in this world. And it's like, no, you can't. You can't do everything you want. You can't do anything you want. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that's why I take so much pride in doing the era I do, because nobody does it. And you wonder why nobody does it, because nobody wants to be Black Michael Jackson. And that's a fact. Most of these dudes don't want to look like Black Michael Jackson. Even the black ones. I'm talking about the black ones. A lot of black ones don't want to look like the era. They want to be dangerous. And that's a fact. And you can tell that. You can look at the dudes with the light skin makeup all the time. They never even get no lick of filler. None of that. Thank you. Ruchi Reacts. Leo Blanco had tons of surgery. Yeah. He did. So did ECAS. And I said I blasted ECAS yesterday because he's a pedophile. That's what I meant. ECAS and Nova is a pedophile. And people are about to start speaking up right now too, because I've said it. And now because people I know, so a particular person I know was preyed on by ECAS. You know what I'm saying? So whenever she's ready to give her story out, which we know is true, she'll come out and say it. But so you just stay tuned for that, because it will be out. You know what I'm saying? This dude has been a pedophile for a long time, actually. Now, I don't know exactly if he actually had sexual encounters with the minor, but I definitely know he preys on little girls. I know that for a fact. He targets 14, 15, 16-year-old little girls and tries to get at them. So if he does that, there's no telling what he has already done. He's like almost 60 years old. So he's been around a long time. He's been doing this for a long time. This is nothing new. I'm just finding out about it. So, well, actually, I've known about it I actually known about this for over a year. You feel me? But I heard about it. I didn't know if it was true, but now I'm putting all the pieces together. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, this happened. Yeah. Yeah, and E. Casanova calls me a disgrace to Michael Jackson. You feel me? I'm like, damn, like he was hating on me, calling me disgrace to Michael Jackson, yet you out here preying on little girls. I know you like that because you're like 55, 60 years old and you walking around with girls younger than me. When he was in Vegas, he was a girl that was like 22, 20, she was like 20, maybe 26. He was young, definitely half his age. We know he already likes younger girls. He don't like older women. He likes younger girls. So yeah, it's out there, guys. E Casanova is a sexual predator, and that's why I don't respect. That's why I really don't like him at all. I already had my feelings about him, but once I realized he was a predator, I just despised him. I don't respect him. I have no respect for him. And if he got a problem, he can see me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. And that's why he's so secretive. That's why he's so like, in his little shell, because he has a lot of skeletons in his closet. I'm calling it out, man. I'm just saying, bro. Like, yo, the worst kind of person in the world is being silent on when somebody's a predator out here. That's the worst kind of human being. You want the worst? That could be I could have a daughter one. That could be my little niece. You know what I mean? My cousin Baron has a 10-year-old daughter. You know what I'm saying? She'll be like that age in a few years. That could be anybody's family, bro. And you got sickos like him using the image of Michael Jackson to try to prey on little girls. Because they're so infatuated with Michael Jackson, and they love E-Cat because he looks so much like Michael Jackson, and he used that to his advantage to prey on little kids. That's disgusting. So I would never respect that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when my friend's gonna come out and speak on it soon, she told me she wanted to. I didn't put her name. I didn't put her name in there, but she said she wanted to come out and talk about it soon. I said, look, well, I'll be there to support you. I'll be there for you. I'm your friend, and I'll be there with you. You know what I'm saying? To have your back in case you get any backlash, whatever. You can use my platform, whatever, to get your word across, whatever. We're gonna drain the swamp, guys. Since while we're on the subject of race and inequality and just getting all the trash out the world, we're gonna do the same thing in the Michael Jackson community. We're gonna hold these tribute artists accountable. We're gonna stop the racism. We're gonna stop the racism. We're gonna stop the racism. We're gonna stop the racism in the fandom. You feel me? That's the least we can do. We have to clean up our community here, because this is our safe place to go whenever you feel like you don't have anything. You want to go to Michael Jackson, you want to go to your friends. Okay, we got to clean it up though, guys. It's been lingering negative energy for way too long, guys. Looks like we have a really big mental health issue inside the community. You feel me? So, and I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychologist or anything like that, but I can understand that we have some mentally sick people. Because we have stands. That's what stands are. They're mentally sick people. They attack people from emotion with no logic, and they think that Michael Jackson was a saint, and we're supposed to follow everything he did. And if you disagree with anything Michael Jackson did, then you're a hater. It's like, no, you're just a slave, brainwashed fan. You need to calm down. Like, remember, this is Michael Jackson. He was a human being. He was a human being. He was a human being. Michael Jackson was a human being, not a god. A human being, not a god. Understand that. You feel me? But people get it all twisted up. Like, they love him so much, they feel like he was a perfect angel. Like, no, he wasn't. He was not a perfect angel. He made mistakes. You feel me? He is not Christ. This is a person we're talking about, like you and I. You know what I'm saying? Who just had to be very talented and had a big influence on the world. But let's get it clear. He will tell you that he made some mistakes in his life. So that you're probably not even proud of. And that's okay. That's not nothing against Michael Jackson. That's not bad. That's just being human. Let him be human. Let us be human. I'm saying be human. We all have flaws, and it's okay. So if you feel like you're one of those people, like I said, maybe you need to take a break from Michael Jackson for a while. Maybe you need to stop watching Michael Jackson for a while. Maybe you need to do some spiritual healing. Maybe you need to go meditate for a minute. I tell you, meditate at least 10 to 20 minutes every day. You can do 10, 20 minutes in the morning when you wake up, and 10, 20 minutes at night before you go to bed. It's like taking a bath and brushing your teeth. You wash your face, you brush your teeth. Okay, wash your mind, cleanse your mind, train your mind. Think positive, think clearly, think freely. You know what I'm saying? Be able to have your own opinion, but it's not judge it off, what others are going to think. You understand? So that's what I'm trying to get back to you guys right now. Some mental clarity, some mental food. And it's like I said, you go to sleep, you gotta do the same thing. When you take a shower, brush your teeth, you don't want to go to sleep with with the food you ate the day, that day, because you know what I'm saying, you're gonna wake up with bad breath and it's gonna get plaque on your teeth. You don't want that. And you don't, so that's the same thing with your mind. You don't want to go to sleep with all this stuff that was built up all over the day, all the stuff you accumulated in your mind, and then you go to sleep. Because then you're sleeping. That's how you have weird dreams and stuff like that, because you got all this stuff that wasn't cleansed out. So that's why I say I meditate, guys. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Please meditate. I'm saying I encourage you guys to meditate. If you don't know how to meditate, there's videos online, there's tons of videos on YouTube where it teaches you how to just focus on meditation, become one with yourself. And then you start tapping back into the thoughts and feelings that organically come from you. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I want. That's what I really want to encourage you guys to do with me. And maybe at some point I'll have some Trapson or some ASMR meditation videos I can get to you guys to get you in a peaceful state of mind. That way when we are online, we are spiritually and mentally ready to you know what I'm saying? Because especially right now, it's so much chaos, it's so much distraction, it's so much negative stuff online that if you just keep watching it, you will drain yourself out. You will get stressed out. You start catching anxiety and stress. So that's before I get online, before I do anything, I just go meditate. I focus on my breathing. I get back into alignment with myself. So nothing can affect me, nothing can hurt me. And I become one with the glow. That's how you tap into your own glow. You start, you see how my face is glowing right now. I've been glowing extra hard lately without any makeup or anything, nothing. So this is something I want to give back to you, because we all, like I said, the glow, it's all inside of me. Like the trap, you know what I'm saying? Like I got all this glow. Like, yes, this is I've learned, guys, it's all in you too. It can be in you too. And once you start being able to be spiritually aligned, you'll realize that, like I said, you start realizing the who you are, and maybe the things you've done that may have not been right in this world. You might want to start, judging yourself, like, damn, I gotta correct myself. And I just got some things about yourself you might want to analyze and revisit and review and reflect on, and really, you really start realizing that racism and prejudice is toxic. Like I said, in a perfect world, I don't want to have to. I hate to have to come on here and address these kind of race issues. I hate that. I don't want to be talking. I've never even had this. I've had it like the last year or so, but I hate to have this conversation because you know what I'm saying. Because I really want us to all be equal. I really want to be. I don't want people thinking. I only have to talk about it because I feel like people are not on my. They're not on my energy. They're not on my plateau. They're thinking from some white supremacist, racist mindset. That maybe travels back to when they were kids or how they were brought up, how they were taught, and that's not right. So let's get back into full alignment. If you say you love our culture, you appreciate our culture, show me that. Don't just say that because you're a Michael Jackson fan. Oh, Michael Jackson was black, so I'm just like a black man. No, you're just like the lighter skin era of Michael Jackson, neglecting our culture. So you're trying to use that as an excuse for why you love black people. Don't tell me you love black people because of Michael Jackson. That's definitely not going to work, because you only love him from his lighter skin eras, not from his darker skin eras, and that's a fact. That's very true. So when they give you that run around, well, Michael Jackson was black in all eras, I'm telling you, but you're seeing the outside. We're talking about the outside. You're seeing his skin. His skin was not brown all his life. His skin was only brown 50% of his life, half of his life. You know what I'm saying? Up to 25, that's when the skin started really changing. So, yeah, Black Lives Matter, guys. And it's not because Black Lives Matter more than anybody else. It's because, if we want to be equal, we got to matter too. Can we just matter? Can black people just matter? We ain't saying we want to be better than y'all. We said, can we just matter? Because to a lot of people in the world, black lives don't matter. So let's matter. You feel me? Let me get to some of these super chats. Thank you, SJ9. You said thank you. I agree. I'm glad you agree with me, guys. I'm glad that we are able to have these conversations without any ego, without any extra unnecessary pride, because you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to inform you guys. I'm not here to bash you. I'm not here to make you feel like you're a bad person. I just want you to sit and think to yourself. You feel me? I want you to sit and think about these things to yourself, because I've been thinking about these for years. So think about it to yourself and really reflect on yourself and really think about what. And then once you've analyzed that, you can really start analyzing how you reflect on the world as a whole, like who you look up to and why you like what you like. I mean, you start really realizing like what you desire and what the things that the things you do desire in this world, are they even good for you? You feel me? So most of the things we want in this world that we desire to have in this world don't even serve us. So I know this might go over a lot of you guys' head. 'Cause I know a lot of you guys are young, but this is actually the perfect time to tap into this. I wish somebody would have told me this when I was young. I wish somebody would have told me this when I was like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You know, I didn't know nothing about that. So somebody said, let's respect E. Casanova because he did Victory. I mean, like I said, I respect E. Casanova as a tribute artist, but not as a human being. He's a terrible human being. He preys on little girls. I'll never respect. I despise that. I used to work when I was 24. I used to work in a mental hospital for that held in that basically I worked in mental hospitals for what you call it, for sex offenders. I was a counselor for sex offenders in a mental hospital, and these guys were there, you know, long term. They had to sleep there. And I had to watch over these dudes, and these guys, you know, I just don't have no sense. I mean, it's a disease. They're mentally sick. They prey on little boys or little girls. So I worked with these people before. You know what I'm saying? So somebody want to say whatever I've done. Like I actually worked for the mental health community. I was there. I mean, I was part of the art board because, you know, if I do art, so I was part of the art board inside this facility. So, and I also was a counselor. I also had to talk to these guys every day and see what their motives were and see what they did good, whatever. You know, I had to chop it up with them. Yeah, and I was like, yo, and I realized these guys were sick people. They were sick. You know, had a disease. You know, and so when I see somebody like Michael Jackson, even though I never met him, I definitely don't feel like he was one of those guys at all. These guys are pedophiles, straight pedophiles. Like, I mean, like creepy, like, you know, those guys, pedophiles, like pedophiles, sex exhibitionists, like pull the gat out, you know, stuff like that. You had to watch it back, make sure they don't try to gang up on you, type of stuff. So, yeah. So I don't. But the thing is, at the same time, I could never respect them. You know, I can never respect that. You need to be held accountable, and that's why they have a facility for people like you. You don't need to be outside in the world. You need to stay right here and away from children. Exactly. It's sad. A lot of guys here, they like they touch their little whatchamacallit, their little brothers, or, you know, ran up with some little girl, you know what I mean, 10-year-old girl. There's some sad stories I used to hear up in there. It's like, wow, like that could be anybody, bro. Anybody. So if I do see somebody out here doing something like I heard about that, I'm calling it out. You feel me? Somebody said basically tell them to stay away from careless or obsessive people and entertainers as guys, but people with I can't. Why is it cut off? Yeah, we have to love. Yeah, yeah. People, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Trapson, can you tell me these stands to stop painting Mike as a godly being? Yes, we can. The Michael Jackson community will be a much better, safer environment and less toxic environment, and we just stop looking at Michael Jackson as a god. You know what I'm saying? Stop thinking you know everything about Michael Jackson. You never met him before. You don't know the family. You don't know what he smells like. You don't know him. You don't know him. You have an idea of Michael Jackson in your mind, but you don't know him. You don't know him. You don't know him at all. You know what I'm saying? He don't know you. You have no real connection with him outside of his music. You know what I'm saying? So let's be clear of that. You take the music away, then you have a man. You take the music away, you have a man. You take the music away, you just have Michael Jackson as a man. You know what I'm saying? So let's remember that we're all human beings out here and we're not perfect. So the more you look at Michael Jackson as a guy, the more pressure you're actually putting on Michael Jackson and his family. Like, you're making it, like I'm saying, you're making him something he can do no wrong, and that's not right. That's not fair to any human. You understand? That's not fair for anybody. He was just a great man. He was a very talented man. He could sing and dance, and he did a lot of great things for humanity. He was a very great person. He was a great person, a very, very great person. Absolutely. But he was no God. No man that walks on this earth is a God. I mean, we have godly attributes in us. We have the glow in us, but nobody is a God, which means they're above anybody else in the world. Nobody's above anybody. You feel me? So I need you to kind of keep Michael Jackson at your pedestal, but bring them down a little bit to where the humans are, not where the gods are at. You feel me? So, and that way we can, you can be inspired, Michael Jackson. Is be inspired. Yeah, I'm here to spread the message. I'm here for the glow. I'm here to, keep the legacy alive. That's what we're doing. We can keep the legacy alive, but we can also respect that he was a human being, not a god. Maybe a god of dancing. You can use that guy as a figure of speech, but not literal, not literally. A figure of speech, but not literally. He was a god, but not as far as dancing. He was a great dancer. When we say a god, we're over exaggerating. Of course, nobody's a god. But he was a great, great, great dancer and great, great singer. And it's a great person. As disrespectful towards people's religion, he was blessed by God to have a gift, but he will never be God and never consider himself a God. Exactly. He didn't want that. So let's give him that respect. Let's give the family that respect. Bieber is privileged. Yeah, Michael Jackson is a human being, a powerhouse talent who is beloved by many. The first big influence. Yes, exactly. He was given a super, very rare gift that only comes once in the universe. That's a different kind of energy he was on. You feel me? So that's that. All right, guys. I'm gonna go back and get back to my day. I may go live on Instagram later on and chop it up with you guys and talk about some stuff. Maybe kind of briefly wrap up what I was talking about here. But in conclusion, let's keep holding all these tribute artists accountable and start looking at them for their actions. And really, really, I want you to be able to go back into the tribute world today or tomorrow or whatever with a new mindset and start looking at these guys for what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you gotta be like, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Not like. Are we back? All right, I don't know what happened. Sorry about that, guys. Are we good? We good? Are we groovy? It had just reconnected. Am I good? Am I groovy? Okay, cool. All right, so in conclusion, we want to be able to hold these guys accountable, not for like their impersonation or whatever like that, but for the intents of what they're doing. We got to be, because like since I've been in the game for a while, I've seen a lot of people come and go. So I now have a gift to tell who's fake and who's phony. You know what I'm saying? I can tell from the rip who's a fake, who's a fraud. You know what I'm saying? Who's just doing it for just the self-glorification and not because they might have saw somebody like me or saw somebody like E-Cash Nova. Oh, I want to be an impersonator too. All of a sudden they have the desire or a passion to be an impersonator or whatever. So it's like it's not even some things just a phase of people. So if it's a phase for you, you need to definitely respect the culture and not be doing some coon and culture vulture stuff. If it's just a phase, you know what I mean? So, because then you will get called out on it. I will call you out on it, and you will feel my wrath because I take this stuff very seriously. So, but that being said, guys, I love you all. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope depending on what time of the world it is. I hope you have a great night. And you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Somebody said Leo Blanco is a great person. I'm pretty sure he's a great person for his people, but has a very big problem with being a culture vulture with our people and benefiting from our culture once again. And if you agree with that, then you're just as bad as him. If you agree with the fact that it's cool to benefit off somebody else's culture without standing up for those people, then you are part of the problem too, and you're just as bad, if not worse, than Leo Blanco. The things he's doing. You're just as bad as him. Okay, so if anybody agrees with this stuff, or you agree with E-Cast Nova talking to little girls, if you agree that Fabio Jackson being the culture vulture and a hater, you think that's cool, then you need to reevaluate what you think is cool. And if you have no problem with that, then that's fine. Go ahead, be on that train. But you're only going to go on a downward slope of low vibrational energy, because Leo Blanco is a low vibrational person. He told me if anybody that tells you they hate themselves and they don't like themselves at all, they are living in a low vibrational frequency and they are misaligned with themselves. And if you're following that, you're going to be just like them, a misaligned person who's going to end up hating themselves in the end. So that's why I'm here to tell you that we can be better than that, and we can love ourselves. Why are we glorifying people who hate themselves? What is that doing for our spirit? That's not doing nothing for us. That's not encouraging. That's not motivating. That is actually toxic and demotivating. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, Letty Jackson, you will get removed. you'll be putting time out because you're trolling right now. So sorry, because you're not listening to the message. You're disregarding everything I'm saying, and you're putting your ego and pride and your love for somebody you don't even know ahead of what I'm saying. I'm speaking facts right now. I'm trying to help Leo Blanco. I'm trying to help Navi. I'm trying to help Fabio. If they listen to what I'm saying, I'm coming from a place of love and not ego. I'm giving you information that you can really use for your life. I'm saying you guys never give me anything. Not you, I'm talking about these guys have never given me anything. But I'm trying to give you something in return back. Even though you disregard my culture, I'm still trying to give you something you can benefit off of. You feel me? So, yeah. I love you guys. Have a groovy day. Remember, meditate, eat healthy. I've been eating grapes and cherries all day. Well, not all day, this whole live. And I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys are groovy. You guys are light. You guys are love. You're a miracle. Don't you forget it. Shimon, baby.